All right, so what's the issue with this tiny geezer then?
There ain't no issue, rude boy, but the lies. That's it, plain and simple. We done the interview.
He seems to talk a bit too much.
Big man, he's digging me out, as you can all see, every 2 minutes. So all I'm doing now is giving the people the chance to say if the stories are real. There's no issue, but the fact that just the minute we done the interview.
I like what you done with the interview, the way you chopped it up and put your
questions
questions
because he was lying on me, brother. You saw
that?
what he said? He said it's total cap. 2 questions and I stopped the interview.
But again, this goes back to what you're saying.
Interview.
You see when you're like, brother, on the ends they say you're smoking food, When you do that to them, they don't like it when they watch it back. At the time, they think it's a chat. But when they watch it back, they're like, what? Chatting to me like that?
That's the thing for my channel, is when you watch it back.
If I'd done an interview with you, I'd never want to watch it.
Nah, you just want to put it out.
Do your thing.
Because once you watch it, you start thinking, right, hold on. But I'm a loud person. I've been saying this. I'll come up with 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
Oh, for real?
We had to shout. You had to shout. I remember one time one of my brothers got a sausage more than the other one. He threw a fucking fork across the room in his leg. That's the house we was living in. You get me? What's that what Eddie Griffiths used to say? What was that word he used to... Dysfunctional, was it?
Dysfunctional family.
Come on, that's what I grew up in. It was pure argument.
I was going to say,
you and
are you like the black sheep of your house, but you're the aggressive one, or is it all like that?
Nah, I think I was. I ain't gonna lie. I was the more angry of the lot.
Yeah, I can sense that.
Everyone had their thing, but I was the more angry. I was always wanting to let's fucking do it.
You see that you're more expressive.
Because when you talk about your life and you end up in like a hostel and stuff, is that because you fell out with the
Nah, basically, like I say, I had a
space?
stepdad who was Muslim. From young, he was nice.
Yeah.
But then as we got older, he started getting wicked with it, showing tendencies that he thought he could bully, man.
So
as you get older, you know how the game goes. When you're little, someone's testing you. When you get bigger, you want to test them. So it got to that. I remember the 2 daughters and one of the sons was his and my mum's.
Got you.
So when I used to argue with them, he'd try to do the favoritism thing.
Right.
So I ended up where one day I must have done a madness with my brother. I think we had a fight and the sisters called the police. And they told me I'm not allowed back to the house. So basically, I had to go and find a fucking hostel. So I ended up in an hostel up in Camberwell, Springfield Lodge.
How old was you them times, bro?
Now, big man, I must have been about 16 or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I started meeting some of them New Cross Donnies and Peckham Donnies in there. Long before.
That's the border, innit?
I used to walk down to Peckham with some of them some days. Some days we'd be going down New Cross. But like I said, I'm not trying to make out I was official with no one.
No.
But they know my boat race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what my kind of thing was. And to be honest with you, my stepdad kind of put an anger in me from young. And now it kind of shows in everything. I'm just talking to you and I sound like I'm on a problem. Yeah, you know what I mean?
People often underestimate like how much childhood experiences shape everything else.
They for you, come on.
Yeah, it's not a cliche.
It's mad.
It can really shape.
Yeah, like he made me want to buck up the world, and it was him who I wanted to buck up. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
they take out all your issues elsewhere, though.
Yeah, because you ain't got hold of him. Like I ain't seen him now for about 20 years or something. You get me? And I'd hate to know if we did see each other, because it would be a madness. Because I ain't forgot one little bit. Like we're going back to now. Once you say it or do it, you can't forget. I can't forget how you tried to take man for a fool. I used to rob people in school, and he'd take the money. I was robbing him to get the money, and he was robbing me. But making out like he was doing it for the right reasons. Well, I want that money back. And I remember every penny. Like, I used to have Donnies putting money under their mats outside their house, and I used to go and collect the mats.
Well, you was extorting people?
Yeah, I didn't even have to knock on the door. He put it in the mat, in front of the door. I got thrown out of schools because of it.
Man strikes fear into people.
Yeah, so what I used to do that, and then I'd come home with the money. Donnie would take it, telling me, "Now we're gonna do this and that. What are we gonna do?"
He's gonna do what he wants to do.
I'm a youth.
Savage.
Brother, I don't know what you want to do, but I want to do something.
I've got that still.
But bro, that makes sense.
That's one of the biggest regrets of my life is I used to lie to my nan. I loved my nan, but I used to lie to her. You know, she used to lend me money, and I'd tell her it was for things it wasn't. It was like he'd tell me, "I'll tell her you need to have some wheels for the car."
He was
this time here, Ruba, I never even had a car, but my nan never knew.
She didn't know.
Didn't
know.
Didn't it?
Yeah. She got stepping up.
So I'd tell her, "Could you give me £200 for some wheels and she'll give me it.
Because she loves you.
Yeah, and I used to think, you know what, you fucker.
You
and then as she passed away, rest in peace.
Yeah,
I never had the chance to show her. I think she kind of knew.
She know, bro.
Yeah, but she still wanted to give me it.
Because you.
Love,
yeah, but I hated that. That's the only foul thing I've done. I've done that to my nan, and I'll never.
But you was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he made me do that.
That's probably what turned you into the realist.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's probably why now it's so real that I don't want to be fake ever again.
Yeah. If I do it, I'll tell you I did it. And whatever's coming's coming.
It is what it is.
I don't want none of that shit where you're trying to lie. And that's why when people try your life, it hurts. I get people trying to destroy my shit, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? You're fucking nasty. You ain't coming real. You ain't stepping to man. You're
nasty
doing it behind man's back.
So
nasty people out there.
Yeah. Want to see you sitting in jail and shit.
Yeah. They see you with nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't do it.
Definitely not past them.
Yeah.
Do good, but not as good as me.
It's like when you sit here and you do this, you know there's bare man that can't do it, so they're hating that you can.
100%, bro.
You think there's man who's going to ask temp man them questions? He'll slap the shit out of them. So cause you did, they're like, well, f*** that, Donny. I remember one time someone put in a comment that Biker will done my dance.
Yeah.
You just don't know that Biker likes me, innit?
He's cool.
Biker likes me. Bad man Biker, official in Brixton,
Super
one
official.
of the realest. He likes man. He'll talk to man. If he wanted to do it, he would have done it. But you don't want to put them things up there. Biker would have done your dance. Why would he do my dance?
Comments are Egypts, bro.
Yeah.
They're shit, bro.
It's dead.
Like, brother, like, even like, I see you with Inch in Brixton the other day.
Come on,
with the
Inch
champagne
is
and
a
that.
real brother,
Yeah, come on, bro.
Sipping his champagne in the
chilling.
middle of the day.
Chilling.
I can't even afford champagne with boy.
But that's gangster, though.
You're going Spain, I can't even go butt into his boy. Get me? And you got Donny sipping champagne in the middle of the day wearing Louis Vuitton trainers. Did you see it?
Yeah, that's
hard.
I rate him though.
Yeah, big up man like him.
He's
Yeah,
He's official, bro.
Donny's a living.
That's what I'm saying.
And
They're
that's
like
what
real
you're supposed
PDC.
to try and do, innit?
Real PDC.
No, legit, that's the aim.
Yeah.
That's the aim.
So let's
mad.
get back to this tiny geezer quickly, because I haven't finished this, right? You chop up your interview because he's capping online.
Yeah, no, let's get it from the start. It's nearly 3 years ago it was done, Rude
COVID,
Boy.
isn't it?
3 years ago, and I've kept that shit because I'm a real Donny. If you tell me don't put it out, I'm
That's what I was
crying.
gonna say. Why is he?
I'm angry, but I can't put it out.
hold it
It's
down,
your
yeah.
interview. So he told me he don't want it out because he watched it back and he didn't like how I was
would've put it
talking
out,
to him.
bro.
And he's now, but then you lose your respect.
Nah.
Because
He don't
if
respect you though.
No, exactly,
Yeah,
but
I'd
it's
put it out.
others, innit?
Nah.
Remember, it's not about him. Others will think, right, if he done it to him, he could do it to us.
I think he's done so much talking on the net that others wouldn't even think that anymore.
Yeah, I think they would. Like, you know how the game is. You'd think they wouldn't.
But you think they
but
would?
afterwards, they'd be like, well, you remember what he done to my man?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Tiny's still gangster, but he's just doing too much online.
Yeah. So my only thing is the fact of don't lie, brother. We done the interview. Just be real. We done the interview.
He said he locked it off after 3 questions or
He
something.
said
but then you
2
put out
questions
like 9 or something.
and he cut me off.
Yeah.
Because I was going to send him to jail.
Yeah.
There weren't nothing in there that could send him to jail.
You asked him about like 10 questions.
Exactly. But I more than that. It's an hour and 34
that edit's
minutes.
hard.
Yeah.
You seen it?
It's an hour and 34
Wait, no,
minutes.
he puts like his question and then cuts it. And then he puts his question and
Yeah,
cuts it.
yeah.
So then he don't show Tiny.
So he's trying to show like the level
No, I
question.
looked the whole thing through, but I've seen some.
No, I watched it.
But what, you're watching Trap Lord on Young Spray?
No,
You're fucking with me.
I'll go with you, bro.
I watched the whole
But
movie.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the
I'll
whole
bust it
issue,
up.
rude boy. Don't keep lying. Every time you talk on live, you're saying another story.
Yeah.
Now you're saying I must send you the unedited copy for you to green light it.
Yeah.
But how can I send you that if you never done it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where am I going
Have
to
you
send
sent
you
him
that?
it?
No. What, so you
Put
can
it out,
watch
bro.
it
Put
and
it
never
out.
put it out?
Put it out.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. For my thing.
Yeah.
For my
'Cause
thing,
you're
I
real
wouldn't
to you.
do it. Yeah. But
I hear
any
that.
talk, and I'll just cut bits that prove again that I'm not lying, like you saw.
What's
You know
Bro,
what I
you
mean?
got the views already.
Yeah.
You're 30k,
That's
innit?
what I mean, yeah. But no, there's no issue.
You already
It's just
hit
keep
the-
it real
you
when
hit
I'll
the
keep
quota.
it real.
Yeah, no, 100%,
That's
yeah.
mad.
I ain't lying on you, don't lie on me.
Yeah.
And that's why now the bits you're seeing now is the Donnies that are being talked about.
Yeah.
100% no lies have got at me.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
all ends.
Yeah.
And they're telling me, Rude Boy, you say this for us.
Yeah.
People are saying I'm a send out.
Nah.
What are you talking about? Them man don't come on camera.
They don't come on camera, yeah. That's
They
what I was
don't,
going to
but
say
they,
earlier.
They want to put the record straight.
Yeah.
But why though? What's
The thing is, he's definitely not going to meet for 4 minutes nowhere.
Nah, of
because in
course.
that interview, you said as well that when you left, people were asking you what hotel he's at. And you're
Yeah.
like, brother, I ain't baiting
Nah,
him up.
I'm not doing him
but
like
they want
that.
him.
Yeah.
They wanted him on him.
Yeah.
So because
and
they're on
that's
him.
3 years ago.
Yeah. Because
he's
they're on
done
him,
bare
though.
shit since
he's
then.
been
Yeah.
talking mad.
Yeah. So
You can't
what
go
was you
there.
saying? Why? Why what?
Bro, I was gonna say, what exactly is the ultimate of, in your opinion, what do you think is really the point of all these like gangsters who of a past era coming back in 2025,
doing interviews,
talking about what's happened, bringing up bare people's names who none of these people were ever industry people. None, for the most part, these ain't people who ever dabbled in music or nothing. They were just getting busy.
Back in the day,
Allegedly getting busy, doing whatever they got to do. What exactly, like, do you see the win in any of this, bro?
Big man, I straight tell you, I don't see no win at the end of it.
Because I don't see
But
it.
I do realise why a man would use certain names, because them names ring bells. So if you put up there, I Rob Joe blogs, no one gives a
shit about Joe.
When you start talking Quincy. Lambie, Taylor, who else is in there?
Serious geezers.
Fucking Arthur Penny. When you start talking these names, rude boy, someone's listening.